I'm going to switch things a little bit up here with Jamel here and talk about the ugly side of sports social media. This is the step back. Okay, so the ugly side of sports social media was on display big time when comedian Andrew Polk tweeted a terrible, terrible joke in Draymond Green's direction and kind of blew up in his face. And this came after the Warriors Game 4 win over the Pelicans Sunday afternoon when Polk, who was originally from Louisiana, sent out this awful tweet that got deleted. Quote, "I hope Draymond Green gets shot in the face as soon as he leaves the arena," which, looking at the citywide stats, is like 37%. Yeah, that's laughably bad and it's messed up. Yeah.
No, it's funny because 37% is like ridiculously high. I mean, it's 1.5%. So,
but here's my thing: why is he saying that? And he's from Louisiana.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like
it's all kinds of problematic. But anyway, Draymond was asked about the tweet afterwards, and he said, "Quote." If he feel the need to do something like that about basketball, then I feel bad for him. I just pray that he gets the help that he needs. So after receiving backlash, Polk deleted the tweet and deactivated his account temporarily before restoring it and actually tweeting out an apology to Draymond, which was, quote, "I tweeted a very dumb thing meant to be an edgy joke. As a frustrated basketball fan, I go through ups and downs, and as a comedian, I don't always express those in a digestible way. I wish no harm to anyone over a simple game, and I apologize sincerely." After that, Polk deleted his social media account. He just pieced out of Twitter altogether, dealing with all the hate. So I guess to kind of wrap all this up, what are the lines that people shouldn't cross when it comes to social media? And Jamel, I think you are the expert of this
am I the most equipped to handle this one? Well, I mean, obviously, anytime you threaten somebody's physical person, that's probably a big no-no. But we all know in the back of our minds, most of the people that do this, they would never actually do it. Because I often say in the most professional way possible, if you say that to my face, you thinking it's going to come out one way and it's going to come out another one. Because don't let this ESPN fool you. I'm from Detroit. So it's just like, this ain't going to go down the way you think it will.
Right.
And I think it's especially tougher, probably for comedians in general. Like, me and some of my friends had this discussion a while ago, like with something like Eddie Murphy's Raw, could that be made today? And I don't think it could. I mean,
not actually, yeah.
Probably it would never be made to be when you go back and look at it. But you know, especially now, people are obviously very serious and sensitive about gun violence. So I think that was probably the trigger. God, that was a bad pun, and I didn't mean to use it, but that was probably what touched this off, is that he used a weapon that right now there's a lot of conversations in this country, you know, about. And the murder rate part of it, that was kind of weirdly clever, you know what I'm saying? But like, don't threaten to shoot somebody. Like, come on, man.
Like, it's a comedian. Like, I'm not gonna get personally mad at a comedian for telling a stupid joke. It's just boo.
But you know what I call you though? You like the Joker of social media. So you
but that's what I'm saying. That was just a boo. I didn't like it. But for you to take down your Twitter, you have soft skin to be a comedian.
Yeah. You're supposed to just double down on it.
Yeah, double down.
I'm not going to
just go all in, right?
Back.
Yeah, this is the only time you look at Donald Trump and it's like, all right, I'm gonna do what he does. I'm gonna double down.
Double down. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm almost afraid to ask him this question, but like, you know, where should athletes draw the line in responding to people that are clapping at them on Twitter or Instagram or any of the social media?
It depends on what kind of brand you have.
Okay, please explain.
You have three kind of brands. You have your Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant brand. You have your Allen Iverson brand, right? You have your Allen Iverson brand.
Base level brand?
Base level, because the way he came in like a rock star, his ceiling for fuck up was just, okay, we're just gonna, we expected what we seen from Allen.
Yeah.
If Kobe did if Jordan did anything Allen Iverson did, it's like, oh, you fall from grace. It's like, I think the clean, squeaky is a harder fall than someone like Allen Iverson was in the media. And then you have it's your middle of the road where your Shaqs and them fall into, where they can get away. They're a little bit of both. It can be clean cut or it can be edgy. So it depends on what your brand is for you to be on Twitter. Like Joel Embiid, he can get away with a lot more than someone like a Steph Curry.
But he also, somebody like Joel Embiid, though, because of the way he goes after people, he's going to lose that right, if he gets sensitive about something. Because everybody's going to immediately point to him and say, oh, but you always cracking on everybody else, so now you can't take it. I mean, generally speaking, like in Draymond's case, he was asked about it. Like, it wasn't like he went to social media and said, oh, I'm going to respond to this, comedian. But I do think this is, to me, what is so troublesome, I guess, for athletes who have to deal with social media now, is that it brought the fan they're inside the velvet rope now. And so a lot of times, at least before, previous athletes, like, they might get a snail mail letter, they might get, calls, of course, at games, people would say things. But I feel bad for a lot of these athletes because they're constantly inundated with this. That's why somebody like Kevin Durant, who has obviously struggled in this area, why it's hard for him to get the separation. Because I notice when I talk to young people, a lot of them are just so much living their lives on social media that they can't create any dissonance, like they cannot create any distance between what is reality and what's on social media. It means so much to them.
Because it's like, that's the reality. They don't understand. This is what, like somebody like athletes got to understand. There's people like me on there that gets a kick out of frustrating people. Just irritating, because it's not a real world to me, it's fake.
Right.
So I go on there and act a donkey just to piss people off, because they take it so seriously. And that's my whole goal, is to fucking frustrate the shit out of people, because it's ruining their days for no reason. Like, yo, just it's like getting yelled at on the phone. There's a fucking off button. But they don't understand that. But so they just sit there because our minds say, all right, I love you, Gil. I love you, Gil. I love you. You're a douchebag. Oh, I'm gonna comment to this one.
Right.
We go for the negative.
Yeah.
We go for the negative response, and that's what catches. So if somebody wants attention, they know what to say. They know what to do.
Right.
Well, some
Let's
of
go
it too
negative.
is just, though, I mean, at least this is where, because I'm not perfect at it, and I sort of use the following I have against the person or people that may tweet something negative. To me, it's like my followers will handle it. Like, I got goons out there, Twitter goons out there. Like, they'll work you over a lot worse than I am.
You let them cross the line.
I do. Like me, I just, I'll make a funny comment about it because, at the end of the day, every other Thursday, what happens? Direct deposit.
Talk about it.
So, like,
Talk
you
about it.
keep
Talk
saying
about
it, like, great. Like, until one of these negative tweets is from Bob Iger, the chairman of Disney, then I don't have anything to worry about.
Real talk.
But it is annoying, though. That's the thing. It's like, it's annoying, the constant negative comments.
All right, real quick, what's the ugliest or worst thing someone said to you on social media?
Thankfully, why you look at me?
No, because there's not going to be shit in his DMs about something being negative.
I don't really get negative things. I just get people thinking that my dad is Donnie Simpson or O.J. Simpson. So
OJ?
Yeah.
Oh, just 'cause, oh, yeah.
just the last name.
Yeah.
Just the last name. So that's it.
Yo?
Oh, I know you got a lot.
I done got everything under the sun. I done got.
You just have to accept that he has it and move on. You're like, oh, yeah, you don't have to say anything.
They even changed my Google what's the name at one point.
What, you mean your
Wikipedia?
But Wikipedia, yeah.
Yeah, to what?
I got diseases, got 52 kids. Oh, yeah. Living under the bridge. I done got it all.
Yeah.
But I can't crack. That's the best part about it.
This guy's
because
different.
I'm not gonna crack.
Remember the guy that was trolling us, trying to get us fired? He was talking to him on Instagram,
Regular.
all the time.
Is you gonna talk to me regular? That's what I said. I done got every group I can think of. I done pissed off, and at this point they're just like,
Yeah. You pissed off plenty of people.
Yeah, I mean, I guess number one on my list would be the president, right?
Yeah.
I guess that'd be number one.
You get high powered.
Technically,
That's lit.
that was not the worst thing
That is
obviously
lit.
said to me. I actually am more amused by the snail mailers because
It takes a lot more time to do that.
man, you know how racist you gotta be to put it in the mail and put a stamp on it?
Because that one's, you know what? Those are real
determination.
ones. Those are taking their
Those
I'm
are
gonna.
OGs.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, so.
I've never felt more out of touch until I had to think about what's snail mail. Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Sorry, back in the day, we used to have to write a letter and put it in.
I got called Mayo Fuck by Drake Stan on Instagram last week. So that's,
Outstanding.
You know, they were Canadian?
I don't know, but they were
Okay.
Drake Stan at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
That's
the
you should
worst.
Be proud of that.
I know. I thought that was kind of like,
that's,
funny.
that's pretty good. That's
Wait,
Alabama
that just
merch.
wait. That just happened last week.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing.
I'm building my cloud up shortly.
Yeah, he hadn't been cooking.
Like y'all don't have no fun. Well, we know you have. You don't have no fun.
What, I mean,
Try to keep it semi-classy on
Yeah.
Just look.
I might have ex-girlfriends that say foul things to me on social media, but it's not like
Burner
people
accounts.
that yeah.
Like you don't go to like a girl's page just randomly and say had a great time with you last night. Just randomly.
That's definitely not.
She's with her man.
No.
Like, no?
You were
No.
48 years old.
Like, I thought that's just fun. Just
What? I think
you get the DM from the dude quick.
I've never done that before.
You get the DM from the
Hey, I had a great time.
yeah. Had a great time last night. Woo!
Gilbert, when I
Oh, this must be him.
Gilbert, when I find that account on blackpeoplemeet.com, I'm going to be upset.
No, I do that all day.
Hey, I had a good
From
time.
my page, though. That's the funny part.
Yeah, you are wild. Yo, he's this guy
No
here.
fake counts here.
That is hilarious.